Hi everyone, Flora Sage here. Yay! Welcome to today's Lunch and Learn. Own your power, own your energy to survive the holidays. We all need this, trust me. Regardless of how much you get along with your family or don't. Knowing these skills and having these abilities is so vital. So before we get started, pop into the chat box and share with me where you're coming from. I know a lot of people messaged me saying, I can't make it to the live call. That is absolutely okay. If you're watching the replay, hello. All right. So tomorrow is Thanksgiving. And that with Thanksgiving comes a lot of food, a lot of conversation, sometimes a lot of beverages, depending on what type you drink. And so when you think of all of these nuances, when you think of the food, the beverages, the people, the traveling, all of that can tax your energy. All of that can tax or can kind of weigh on your energy field, whether it's your personal physical energy or your energy body. It really affects both. So the key to this class today is to help you be more mindful of your physical energy body as well as your energetic energy bodies. So let's get started. Let's close our eyes and take a deep belly breath in. And exhale, allowing your chest to fall and your belly to sink in. Take another deep belly breath in through your nose, allowing your belly to rise and chest to rise. And exhale. As we take one last breath in, let's call in all of our guides and guardians to be with us in this sacred space today. And as you exhale, open your eyes. So good. So, last Lunch and Learn, we had some technical difficulties, and that is now fixed. Yay! Part of it is I now have an Ethernet cable. It's a very long cable going from my box up to my computer. And we also changed a couple of other back-end things with the provider. So I'm really pumped about that. So hopefully this will be a seamless, freeze-less experience for you. All right. So energy is big, okay? Energy, we live in a universe created of energy. If you were here last time, not last week, but actually the week before that, we spoke about how to raise your vibes to survive the holidays. Well, this is kind of a part two, if you will. And so we live in an energetic world that is made up of energy. All things are made up of energy and matter. And because nothing is solid, our energy, and frequencies fluctuate. On any given day, we are either a higher vibe or lower vibe version of ourselves. Crystals, on the other hand, have a very steady frequency. Let me actually grab a crystal because I want to actually show you. It's one of my favorites. I love this crystal. So a crystal has a crystalline matrix. And this is not a crystal class, but a crystal has a crystalline matrix. And when you have a crystal, it was formed over thousands and millions and sometimes billions of years. And the crystalline structure has geometric patterns, geometric shapes in it, and it holds that vibrational frequency. It holds that frequency of energy. And so when you pick up a crystal or stone, you feel its energy. Sometimes it feels good, sometimes it doesn't feel good. I have a very good friend of mine who only works with crystals who make her feel bad or funky. And okay, it's frozen for you too. Oh no, really? Okay. We literally have taken all the steps needed so that this doesn't happen. Let me refresh my page. Okay. All right. How is it now? Hopefully it's not frozen. It shouldn't have frozen. I've done everything that I was supposed to do so that it should not freeze. And actually, let me make one more adjustment. 1 second. Okay. Am I here? I just made that one last adjustment. Let me see. Okay, so if we freeze, I'm just going to keep on, and it'll be a audio class instead of a video class because we only have 30 minutes and I have a ton of information for this class. So anyway, so this crystalline structure, when you hold the structure, when you hold this this crystal, you're actually feeling the vibration of it. And so when you are in your realm, when you are in your space, when you yourself as a structure are in your space, you are going to hold a frequency in that space. Just like when we have this crystal holds space in another space around it. And so why am I saying all this? Because each person has their own frequency. Each person has their own power and vibration and energy. And so when you can then recognize that each person has their own frequency, each person has their own energy, then how you show up to that space then influences that just as they influence everything else. I hope this is making sense. Please let me know if it is. So how does this come in tune with, and how does this then influence how you own your power and own your energy during the holidays? Well, I'll give you an example. When you walk into your Thanksgiving feast, whether you have it yourself or you have other people coming in, you're holding space for yourself. You're also holding space for other people if it's in your home. So how can you own your power so that other people don't influence your energy, so that other people don't drag you down or pull you up? Granted, being pulled up it feels good, but it's also a burden to the other person. And it also can be an energy drain on yourself. And so the whole purpose of this class is to be like the crystal, be the crystal, and hold and maintain your energy and your frequency, okay? So the first step in holding your frequency is to recognize that you can, in fact, hold your frequency, that you can, in fact, maintain your frequency regardless of who is around you. Now, one of the easiest ways to do this is to clear your energy. And this is a exercise that I like to call R&R, or release and recall. Some people like to recharge, and we'll go through that in just a moment. So I'm going to actually share with you an example on how to do this. And so knowing that nothing is solid, everything is energy, and knowing that everybody has their own frequency that can and will influence your energy field, how you can set yourself up to not be as influenced by them is to take charge of your frequency. So knowing that everything is fluid, and knowing that other people's energy will come into your field, know that you have to, it is your responsibility to get rid of the energy that's not yours, okay? So how do we do that? We simply clear it out, and that is the releasing part of R&R. So you simply do this by looking and seeing in your energy field these energy pieces that aren't yours. If you can't see them with your mind's eye, you can feel them or sense them or just know that they're there, or just with conscious intention say, yeah, I'm going to get rid of this energy that's not mine because it's not my energy and I want to clear my space. Think of this as like polishing a dusty mirror or a light bulb, okay? So know that you've got your energy bubble around you. And you can close your eyes and just take a deep, deep belly breath in and envision all this energy that's not yours. And give yourself permission to just release all of it. And you can just say, I release all energy that's not mine. And you release all of it. Release, release, release. I like to do the arm thing while I'm at home. While I'm out and about, I just do it in my head. Release, release, release. Release, release. And keep releasing until you feel that all the energy that is not yours is out of your energy field, out of your energy bubble. And now what you can do is call back all of your own energy that is in all places, spaces, and time. Okay? Now, one of the other things is that some people don't like calling their own energy back to them because it's been God knows where. So you can, if you don't feel comfortable recalling your energy and putting it back into your field, you can just recharge from Mama Earth. And so basically what you do then is you just place your hand on the top of your head, or just envision yourself as like a battery that might be a little bit low. And you can just envision yourself sucking up all the energy from Mama Earth, not all of her energy, but recharging yourself from Mama Earth, and just envisioning yourself recharging, recharging, recharging until you're all the way full. You're that full battery, you're beaming, it's green light blinking, go. But if you are comfortable, if that kind of feels a little bit too grounded, you can just recall your own energy. And how you do that is you just say, I recall all of my own energy back to me from all places, spaces, and time. And just envisioning all of it coming back, clearing itself, coming back into you until, and you know, keep redoing this until it feels good, until it feels whole, until you feel complete. So one of the things that is, sorry, my son was calling me. One of the things that is perfect about this is that when you feel that aunt or that uncle or someone in your life that's like, oh my gosh, you know, this is just, I don't want their stuff in my space, and you feel that they're kind of latching on or leaking into your energy field, excuse yourself, release, recall, release, 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 clear, clear, clear. I call all my own energy back to me. Because what happens when you have an interaction with someone that is a little bit like, ugh, you know what I mean? Some of our energy gets left there because we're like, ugh, I don't even want to do this. And it's almost like if somebody grabs like one of those little like lizards, their tail, and their tail falls off. That is exactly what it's like. We're like, nope, I'm leaving it there. So we leave our energy wherever it's at because we don't even want to pick it back up. We don't want to bring it with us. And so that's one of the beautiful things about the recharge is you can recharge your energy field. So I want you all to try this. I want you to close your eyes and take a deep, deep belly breath in. And exhale. Now, I want you to continue to breathe deeply like that. And I want you to just start to visualize or feel or sense or just know through conscious intention that you have energy in your field that's not yours. And give yourself permission to recognize that it's not yours. And then also give yourself permission to just release the energy that's not yours. And you can say, I release all energy that's not mine. Release, release, release. I release all energy that's not mine. And you can do the arm waving thing if you want to. I like it because I get that little breeze of air on my skin. I like the tangibility of it. Release, release, release. Clear, clear, clear. Now call back your own energy from all places, spaces, and time. If that doesn't resonate with you, you can also recharge your energy from Mama Earth and just envision your body, that life force, envision it filling up, charge, 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 and keep going until you feel that you have filled up. Now this is beautiful. So keep recharging, keep refilling until you feel whole and complete, and then take a deep, deep belly breath in and exhale. All right, so this is perfect for when you, again, are coming in contact with people that you're like, no thank you, their energy is really funky. When you have come in contact with just funky energy, I mean, just in general. I do this when I wake up. I do this before I go to bed. I do this after every client session. Now, okay, my clients are not funky, okay? But I like my own energy, and I like for them to have their own energy. So I clear, clear, clear. Anytime I come in contact with anybody, I clear my energy because I'm an empath. I believe everybody here is an empath. I believe everybody on the planet is an empath. And we owe it to ourselves to keep our own energy clear so that we can maintain our power. Because if we have everybody else's energy in our space, we're going to be drained. We're not going to be able to have that full effect of power that we would otherwise. And so how can you then continue on owning your power and owning your energy? Because clearing your energy space is just your energy body. But what about your actual physical body and that physical energy that you have? Well, this is where grounding and centering comes in. So we did a little bit of this if you did the recharge by planting your feet on Mama Earth and pulling up some energy from Mama Earth. She's here to create that vital life force for us. She gives us water, she gives us food. And so we can, from time to time, we can ground, we can earth, we can walk on her with our bare feet. That is absolutely recharging us. That is one of the beautiful things about Mama Earth. But also, you can do it at any time that you feel that you need to have that deeper connection with her and that deeper sense of groundedness. Now, I don't believe that we need to ground very often because we're already spirits grounded in a physical meat suit on planet Earth with gravity. So I don't feel that grounding needs to be done, a whole lot at all. But if you feel lightheaded, if you feel, and you haven't been drinking, or you feel like you just need to feel more in your body and more in control of the situation, I would recommend grounding. So how do you do that? Again, you plant your feet on Mama Earth. You envision roots growing from your physical body down into the earth, down into the soil, reaching down as far as you possibly want to go, and just being that plant, being that life force, being that being on Mama Earth, and allowing her to sustain you, allow her to nurture you and to kind of wrap you in this feeling of groundedness. Now, some of this might be a little woo-woo flowery for all of you, but when you actually experience this feeling of groundedness, like pretend you're a tree, like legit pretend you're a tree. So put your feet on the ground and just envision yourself as a tree and your roots going deep, deep, deep into Mama Earth. You can extend your arms out and be the tree, okay? Yes, this is cheesy, but it works. It really, truly works. Now, feel the support and the steadfastness that Mama Earth gives you. Feel that energy. Feel that groundedness. Feel the feeling of safety and security that comes with grounding into Mama Earth and using her stability as yours. Isn't it a beautiful thing? So type in the comments how this is impacting you, like what if this makes sense. Let me know, because I'm here to help you feel more in power and empowered during the holidays. So if also you've never experienced grounding, give yourself permission to try this out, okay? So I want you to close your eyes and I want you to plant your feet on the ground. Take a deep, deep belly breath in and exhale. Take another deep, deep belly breath in and push, 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 push your roots. Reach, reach, reach down into Mama Earth. And really allow yourself to feel the energy that she has available. Feel that energy. Feel the safety and security that comes with knowing that you are supported, you are divinely guided and guarded and supported. Feel that groundedness, not in a heavy sense, but in a supported, safe sense. Isn't it a beautiful thing? Take a deep, deep belly breath in and open your eyes. Yay! Betty says, I love bringing up energy, grounding from the earth. It really helps refresh me and keep me feeling recharged. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, another thing is to find your center, okay? A lot of people teach that your center is right here at your breastbone. I don't agree with that. Sometimes it is, but I believe we have an axis of power, okay? We have this axis, this down from the earth star chakra, which is about 6 to 8 inches below our feet, into Mama Earth, all the way up to our soul star chakra, which is about 6 to 8 inches above our head. And this literally is like a light beam of energy, this access of power. And I believe that our center of power moves up and down. When I am ill or when I'm very physically exhausted, which is rare, but my energy center is usually down in my root chakra, sometimes my sacral or my solar plexus chakra, but it's usually in the lower 3 to 4 chakras. When I'm teaching, when I'm on cloud 9, when I'm pretty much like living my life, my center is usually up here in my throat, third eye, or crown chakra. And so on any given day, your center of your being will shift and fluctuate. If you feel like you are too grounded and you want to bring up your energy center, you want to bring up your energy body, how you do that is you simply find your center. So I recommend everybody start at your heart space. So you take a deep, deep belly breath in. I always activate my heart space chakra by just touching it. That tangible feeling of actually touching my heart space activates and kind of goes pew, and activates that center. And then I say, okay, from here, where is my center of gravity? Where is my center of my being? Where is the center of my power right now? Okay, and sometimes I do bring myself down. So how do you bring yourself up or down? So first, I want everybody to try this. I want everybody to activate your heart space chakra, and simply all you do is just touch it and take a deep, deep belly breath in and just focus all of your conscious awareness on the tangibility of your hand touching your physical body. Deep, deep belly breath in. Exhale. Allow yourself to notice this light. Notice the energy just kind of pew. I love my sound effects. Pew, 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 pew. Just kidding. But notice the energy, because this happens when you activate this. All of a sudden you're like, oh, this is good. Now, I truly believe that our heart space is where the higher echelons of our being and the lower echelons of our being come together, and they commingle and they marry so nicely and so beautifully. And so many times our heart space is our center of our power, but sometimes not. So ask yourself today, where is my center of power? Is it a little lower, or do you feel that it's a little bit higher? Okay, so tune in for just a moment. I'm going to give you just a few moments to just tune in. And you should intuitively just kind of know, oh, it's a little bit lower today, or it's a little bit higher. Now, high energy and high vibe, you don't have to be high energy to be high vibe, or to have a higher echelon of power, or to have your center be higher. Sometimes I'm at a very low physical energy, but I'm tapped into and plugged into my work and what I'm doing. And so my center is like sometimes very high, sometimes way up in the higher echelons of the chakras. And so I'm like, all right, come back down a little bit, And so your physical energy has nothing to do with where your center of power is. And that's why I want you to really intuitively activate your heart space and say, okay, where is it today? Because this is going to help you tomorrow during Thanksgiving, during the solstice celebrations, during Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas, any of the celebrations that we may, participate in. Because when you connect with your source energy, when you connect with your personal power, and you also connect with these other frequencies, these other people in your life, this will shift and change. There'll be some people that will make you feel more empowered and more centered in your physical body, and therefore you may be at your heart space. There are other people that may bring you down to more of your primal self. So your center may be down more in your root chakra. There may be people that really lift you up and pull you up and bring you into kind of that cosmic energy. And so then your center might be up in these higher echelons of your power center. And so give yourself permission for just a moment to figure out where it is for you. Just relax into your breath and into your heart space. And then release the heart space and notice where your attention flows. Notice where it flows. Take a deep breath in. And you should feel your little barometer just kind of move to wherever it needs to go, and then it'll settle into that space. That's how you can tell where your center is. Now, again, if you want it to be higher, what you could do, you could sing a song, you could dance, you could put music on that feels good. You could just pull it up. You could say, okay, so it's a little bit lower. I'd like to bring my energy up. And you can just envision that your center of power and your center of energy come up. You can even ask your peeps, all right, peeps, what's one thing that I can do that will bring my energy up? It could be to leave that person or leave the situation. It could be to clear your energy. It could be to ground and center. It could be to take a deep breath, okay? If you're way high up here and you want to bring yourself down, again, you can just envision itself. And if you can't envision, you can sense, feel, you can just know, you can just through conscious intention, bring it down. And you can settle it in. A lot of people are just like, well, I don't know where to bring my center. Bring it to your heart space. That's perfectly fine. Let your intuition be your guide. You all know how to use your intuition. Start trusting it. This is super huge, people. I know you can do this. I believe in you. Trust me. So another thing that really helps a lot of people, and I'll try to be very brief because we only have a couple minutes left, is doing a shield, okay? I personally am a big fan of the disco ball. I have several different types of shields, but I'm only going to share with you the disco ball today. Simply because it's so fun and so freaking festive. Okay, so what is an energy shield? An energy shield literally is like a protective bubble that you put around yourself that acts as a deflector. So when funky people come in your space, or even fabulous people come in your space, they don't influence it. You actually are owning your power and owning your energy by owning what comes into your space, okay? Regardless of how fabulous the person's energy is, do you want their energy leaking all up in your stuff? Probably not. Sometimes maybe, but you know, try this out and see what you think. So how you create an energy shield is simply through conscious intention. You can use visualization if you can visualize. If you are a feeler or if you're just a knower, then you can just feel out the energy field or the energy sphere that you put around you. You can just know, or just through conscious intention say, I'm now putting up an energy sphere around my physical space. You can have it be egg-shaped. You can have it be a ball. You can have it be way far out, or you can have it just be kind of, you know, naturally just a few inches away from your physical body, maybe even a half a foot to a foot outside of your physical space. The size of it really is up to you. Don't be an energy or space hog is all I got to say. But normally I put mine about 6 to 8 inches from my physical body. You can normally tell how far your energy field is by when you start to feel like somebody's all up in your grill and they're like, oh, like, go away, or you're too close. You know, that's how you know where your energy field kind of is set out to. Okay. So how you do this is simply place your hands at your heart space and start to see a little sphere of energy within your arched palms. So have your palms kind of arched so that there's a little bit of a space. Really allow yourself to envision, feel, sense, or just know through conscious intention that this little energy ball is starting to be created. And picture it as almost like a little vacuum where you are opening up sacred space for yourself for the day. Take a few deep breaths, and then you start to see this space getting a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger, almost like when you blow up bubble gum and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So envision that it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then it starts to engulf your physical body in a good way. Keep envisioning the bubble until it is completely surrounding you and your physical body. Take a deep, deep belly breath in and really allow yourself to recognize this energy field around you. And this literally is like a vacuum where everything else that's not yours is not invited to the party. Now, so So I mentioned a disco ball. Yes. All right. When you have this energy field around you, this protection field, this is not a protection of fear, okay? This is a protection of, it's a security system, okay? So you can set up the parameter of the security system that, like, if somebody opens your home and you have a security system, alarms go off, maybe dogs come out, you know, SWAT team emerges from the corners. I'm just kidding, but you know what I mean. So you can set up your energy field, your protection bubble, like a security system, and say, okay, if somebody crosses this with malintention, then let them know it by a funky feeling, or they just go, yeah, I'm gonna go. But if they don't have any, this is kind of getting more into the way advanced stuff, and I didn't think I'd go into it. But anyway, set your intention with the energy field. Set your intention with the protection bubble. Also, what you can do is you can have your energy or your protective field be mirrored. And this is what I like to call my disco ball. I envision the outside of my energy field and my protective field as a disco ball. And the reason why that I do it as a disco ball is because the mirrors naturally reflect whatever is coming to it. Granted, a disco ball has little small mirrors that are attached, and so there's spaces between the mirrors. One of the other things that I have is a solid sphere of a mirrored surface. So a solid sphere mirror that is within, that is the second layer within. So the outside layer is the disco ball, and then the inside layer is just a complete seamless mirrored layer as well. And so I'm in my little bubble, I'm partying, I'm doing the disco thing, and no funky energy is allowed, okay? So this works so beautifully well. It's just incredible. So I want you to try this out today before the parties. If you have a party today, you can try it out. But recognize, first and foremost, you must clear your energy. Do the R&R. Release all the energy that's not yours. Release, release, release. Clear, clear, clear. Then call your own energy back to you. If not, if you don't like calling your energy back, just simply recharge your energy till you're a full battery. Find your center. Ask yourself, do I feel like grounding in, or do I just want to find and adjust my center? And then put up the energy ball, put up the energy or protective field around you. You can do the disco ball. You can do whatever kind of layer, as many layers as you want. You can have whatever colors, you know, whatever you're guided to do, go ahead and do that with the intention of keeping out the riffraff, keeping out the funky energy or just too much of energy. Because many of us get bombarded with so much energy that when we leave these parties or these gatherings, we feel drained, like physically and energetically exhausted. And doing these precautions and doing the, I don't even want to call them precautions because that's like, oh my gosh, beware. No. Putting these things in place beforehand will help you own your power and own your energy. So you'll leave actually feeling really good. You'll leave going, wow, you know, I feel really, really good. And you'll go to bed going, wow, this is awesome. That was a really good party. And the reason why it was a really good party is because you allowed yourself to take ownership of your space, of your energy, of what you bring to the table. You are acting as that crystal who is holding in its vibrational frequency and just being the crystal, or being you in all your glory without allowing or letting everybody else's energy influence. It's very, very, very hard to knock a crystal out of its base resonance or out of its base frequency. It's very, very hard. Like, traumatic events have to happen in order for crystals to be all funky and stuff. So be the crystal. You can start to visualize yourself as a crystalline matrix if you want to. That's kind of taking it a step further, a little bit more advanced. But if you want to do that, give yourself permission to ask yourself, what crystal would I be if I were a crystal? And start to envision yourself as your own unique crystalline matrix. And just being that energy. Release the energy that's not yours. Call your own energy back. Recharge it. Refill. Center. Put up that energy shield. And party hardy. Woohoo! All right. So I hope that you have enjoyed today's Lunch and Learn. We did go a few minutes over. I do apologize for that, but I want to thank you all so much for coming. Now, I do have a special offer. If you want this full class, because this is actually about an hour, hour and a half long class, if you want the full class, I want to invite you to join my institute. Now, I have a couple things that I actually want to talk with you about first. So one of the best things that I love in life is helping people get what I love helping you get what you want. That's what I'm here to do. And so by me offering these classes, I'm hoping that I'm helping you get what you want. I want you to have a really kick-ass Thanksgiving and a really kick-ass winter holiday season. I really do. I hate when I see people having a really shitty holiday. And so that's one of the reasons why I do these classes. So if you know anyone who might benefit from hearing this class today or now, I keep saying last week's class. The class that was 2 weeks ago, how to raise your vibes for the holiday season. If you know anyone who would benefit from these two classes, pop into YouTube and share them the links, or if you actually participate in these live classes, share the links with them. Say, oh my gosh, you have to watch these before we go to so-and-so's party tomorrow or next week or next month, whatever, because it is my mission to help everybody have an amazing life. But in order for us to do that, we have to consciously go into our day and consciously go into whatever it is that we're doing. And this is one of the ways that you can do that, when you can check in with yourself and say, okay, I'm feeling a bit funky. I need to clear my energy. Or, wow, I'm feeling really, really good. And what that's doing is when you can recognize how you're feeling and how you're not feeling, you right now are taking ownership of your life. You are noticing what's new. You're noticing that shift in your energy, which is evidence that what you're doing is working, which is perfect. So I really, really, really want you to be mindful of how both of these classes together are helping you through the holiday season, okay? Another thing, if you want to take this full class, like I just mentioned, if you want to take this full class, I want you to look on your screen right now, or if you're watching this after the fact, click below in the like description of this video, or below this video if you're checking it out someplace else, for a special offer that I have. What this special offer is it's giving you access to almost 250 hours worth of classes and programs that will help you get what you want, okay? And this is a trial membership. This is a trial offer. It's $1 to join for 15 days. If you love what you see, if you get in there, you love the live calls that we have, you love these these full-blown programs that we have. Like I said, we have almost over 250 hours at this level. If you love what you see and you want to keep on digging in, you want to keep on, keep on keeping on, you can stay for only $24.95 a month. That is it. I'm serious. I just love it. And so many people get so much value from this membership. So again, if you've taken this class and you found so much value, share it with your friends. Tell everybody about it, because I really, truly want you to have an amazing holiday. I don't want to see you posting on Facebook or Instagram like, oh my God, I'm so tired, or, I'm so hungover, or, oh, so-and-so was at the party and I had a really shitty time because they were there. None of that. I really, truly want you to say, oh, so-and-so was there, but you know what? It wasn't a problem this year. This year was actually one of the most fun experiences I literally have ever had at a Thanksgiving meal. Oh my gosh. So that's my wish for you. It truly is my wish for you. So let me know in the comments what you thought about this class, what you thought about if you took last week's class. I'll just keep going with last week's class. Let me know. Post in the comments how this experience has helped you. And also know that I will be doing, as always, I will be doing more of these classes. I've been doing these Lunch and Learns for the past, about 6 months now. And if you ever have any suggestion about a class that you want me to create or hold for you, send me an email, flora@florastage.com. Let me know. I would be more than happy to create a class just for you, because again, if you're going through something, chances are somebody else is going through one of the exact same things or something very, very similar. And so we're all in this together. I truly believe that it takes a village to live a fabulous life. So Kayla says, thank you. This is very informative and very helpful. Makes perfect sense. Yay. Also, how was the broadcast since I made those couple little tweaks? Let me know if it froze anytime after that or if it's been pretty steady. Diane says, thank you, Flora. Yay. You're so welcome, Diane. Thank you. We've got Betty, Diane, Elena. Let me see. We have, hang on. We have Christine. We have Amy. Oh my goodness. I just love all of you. Thank you so, so much. Betty says, nope, it froze. Been frozen ever since. Oh no. Well, we will have to keep figuring out what has been going on. All right. Okay. So yes, it says I have a full signal and that it should be working. So I do apologize for that. Betty says, thank you so much for this class. It was awesome and helpful. Perfect. All right. Well, thank you so much. And I hope to see all of you back here very, very soon. Also, keep your eyes peeled for some flash sales that we have going on. We have a fabulous Thanksgiving through Cyber Monday sale that is going to be going on. We have fabulous flash sales that are going on through December. So keep checking your inbox for that and looking at the Facebook page. And I will see you back here very, very soon. I love you all. Bye-bye.